She's really right. I mean, human behavior is just very complicated, right?
Yeah,
Um, and I loved when she was saying no map, because it's like, where's the roadmap? Show me where to go. Show me how to get, to where to
yeah,
go to understand, happy one day, then you this day, and you this and
yeah,
that, the human behavior, just so complicated, you just can't
yep.
understand it. Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and that guy over there is Chris.
Hey,
Hi, Chris. We're here for a reason, and I think it's because you're going to give me a song. So, what do you got for me tonight?
um, yes, you guessed right. Um, I have a song by the Icelandic wonder named Bjork.
Oh, yeah, I know her. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot of songs, but I know her
Okay. Well, you're gonna
of
know
her.
one more after this.
Okay, what is it?
It is called Human Behavior, and I don't want to say any more about it. I just want you to hear it, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay, all right, here I go.
If you ever get close to a human and human behavior, be ready to get confused. And me and my head after this.
That's a fact. Let's bring that back to the lyrics. I'll bring it right back to the beginning. I like that drum beat too. It's cool. And her voice is so unique.
If you ever get close to a human and human behavior, be ready to get confused. And me and my head after, there's definitely no logic to human behavior, but yet so irresistible. And me and my fear can, and there is no more
So she's saying that there's no map to understanding human behavior. Yeah, that is a fact. That's a fact.
terribly moving. A human behavior, then all of a sudden turn happy. And then my head active, but to get involved in the exchange of human emotions is ever so satisfying. And I'm
back. I'm back in this chair, and as though
Back
I
in the
actually,
saddle again.
as though I ever left. And yeah, so Bjork,
Yeah.
Human Behavior.
Oh,
Man, I really like this song.
awesome.
I really like
I,
this
I, I
song
thought
a
you
lot.
would. I thought you
Yeah,
would.
yeah. I have to say that there was. How long has she been around? Is it the 80s or is it the
This
90s?
came out in this came out in 93. This was her as her solo stuff. But she was with a band called maybe the Sugar Cubes or something like that before that. So she's been around.
Maybe it was from
But
that band. But go ahead, go ahead.
as a solo artist, this was from her first album called appropriately called Debut, and this was the lead single off of that, and that was '93. So she's
Is
been around a while.
is this a typical sound of of hers to have
You
like
know,
the drums? So like it started up with the drumming and it's kind of interesting drum beat.
I
Um,
think that was sampled from something, or not sampled, but inspired by something, maybe,
okay.
from what I read. It's a timpani, so it's one of those drums that has that deep resonance and kind of like a different pitch as every time you hear it.
So the fact that you said it
Very.
was sampled, because it
I
sounded
don't
a
know if
little
it was sampled or inspired by that.
it sounded a little familiar. But I just couldn't put my finger on it
Okay.
because I didn't know the song. But the drum beat was kind of interesting. But then I'm thinking, I do know of her, and she's been around for a long time, and so
Yeah,
it would be likely
that
that
you might have heard it some
yeah, the
point
song here,
in the
there, that
background or
and
something.
like
Right,
if
right,
this was something like a staple, like in like her songs have like these kind of beats, maybe not every single
right.
song, but anyway, regardless, I really like that drum, beat. It just really, it just set the whole tone, right, for the whole
It
song.
did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that was really cool. That's what makes it really
Yeah,
distinctive. I mean, the rest of the elements in the song I thought were great. I thought the lyrics were great.
the lyrics are great. It was one of
I
those that
mean,
I can.
look how complicated people are. So
And
she nailed it pretty
well,
well.
and the thing is that the song wasn't that complicated where, we've talked about, music or lyrics, you got to make that turn. And
Right.
I was able to do both on this, Maybe
Yeah.
it's because I think the lyrics were flying up on the screen. I forget.
That
But
does help.
I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she was also like she was kind of doing like, no map, so everything was kind of like, uh almost spaced out, for like easy reading. Years ago there was a cartoon with I followed the bouncing ball, a read
Yeah.
and the ball
Yeah.
would they'll go on the words. I just felt like she was kind of guiding us along,
Right.
as those words were flashing on the screen
Right.
and
She
she was
wasn't throwing a
singing them.
whole lot of words in a short
No,
period of time.
no,
Right.
and she's really right. I mean, human behavior, it's just very complicated, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I loved when she was saying no map, because it's like, where's the roadmap? Show me where to go. Show me how to get, to where to
Yeah.
go to understand. Happy one day, then you this day, and you this and
Yeah.
that. The human behavior just so complicated, you just can't
Yep.
understand it. And I commented, it's like,
And her
the
voice is
beginning
quite
of
unique, isn't it?
time trying to understand human
Yeah.
behavior, or like, well, maybe humans weren't around time, when time began, but when humans began, always trying to figure out, why we behave like this.
Yeah.
um yeah,
No, we're always
really
wondering
interesting.
why the other person's behaving like they are.
Yeah, are you trying to say something?
Yeah. No. I'm speaking generally.
If I didn't know any better. Yeah, but no, the beat, everything, her voice is so unique.
It is. Yeah, I
I
just mentioned that, but I was cutting you off when you were talking.
I was probably cutting you off too, but so York, her name is Bjork, right? Bjork.
Yeah.
Um, how much, how much of her catalog, do you know of, or is
Hardly
this
anything.
just one?
I hardly know anything.
Wow.
This song
So
caught my ear and another song caught my ear, but I'd like to listen to more of her stuff. I had heard it, but it's been years. I went through, some of her music years ago.
okay,
But I guess I'm due for another listen. Because, sometimes it has to be the right time in your life to hear something
yeah,
for it to really resonate with you, or just, and I'm not even just talking words, I'm talking to music too,
yeah,
So I think I will reinvestigate some of her stuff. There's
Do
at
you
least
have
one of the song of hers I'd like you to
yeah?
react to at some point.
Do you have any history about her, like albums
You're
and
really making obvious that I don't know that much about this.
you know what? This is where we turn to the audience and we say, fill us in. You know,
Yeah,
um, no,
yeah.
no, I really like
Um,
the questions I have. Like, when did she start? You mentioned
yeah.
that band, Sugar Cubes. Is that the band that she started with?
I think that's what they're
Right.
called.
Then they may
Sugar
be.
in the title, in the name.
I'm thinking they've been around. Like, then she might be around like maybe late '80s.
Mm.
I wonder if she goes that far back. But
Well,
um,
since this came out in '93, I'd imagine so, in some
yeah,
form.
yeah, yeah.
But what I like about her is just she's so unique. I mean, look at the way she dresses and stuff, with
Right.
her costumes, and
Yeah.
she's just she is who she is, man. She's a unique individual, and she's creative as hell. And even when there's stuff I don't, I had heard other stuff years ago, and even though some of the stuff didn't grab me, I still just so appreciated that she was so unique.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that, and she's flamboyant, and it's just she is who she is, and there's no stopping her, I guess.
She definitely followed the beat of her own drum. And
Yeah, and it's a
and
timpani.
yeah, there you go. And you would definitely have to, applaud someone who carved out a career like hers, on music that just was just outside of the mainstream, like not
Mhm.
even close to the mainstream, and yet was able to obviously connect with an
Right.
audience that just, I would probably think, just has supported the heck out of her and loves her, and that's why I think she's still relevant today, right? I think she's still producing music today. So,
Yeah.
maybe we need to do some diving into Bjork's work. And so,
Yep.
we would really, people who are watching this episode, put in the comments, suggest songs,
Absolutely.
and we'll gladly, put that on the list and get to them. Would be happy to do that.
Yeah.
So
Let's do that.
excellent. This is a good choice. Thanks, Chris.
Cool. Cool. I'm really glad you liked it.
Okay, want to take us
Okay,
out?
so if you like this, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. We'd appreciate that. So, thanks for watching Into the Music.
See ya.